Before I begin, the one message that I want to say is if you or anybody you know has ever been touched inappropriately, please seek help. No one should touch you in any way, shape, or form without your consent. So make sure that you speak up. And if you feel like you can't, go to someone that you trust to help you through this journey. But overall, you deserve to be safe. You deserve to feel good. You should always be respected by everyone around you. There are so many people around that can help, and if you feel like you have no one, you can always call 411 and get some information about a professional that can help you or assist you. So please, guys, for me, the number one thing is safety. So make sure that you are being safe out there, and that if you ever do feel unsafe, that you seek the help that you deserve, because you do not ever have to feel unsafe. Hi guys, and welcome back to Katt Cares. Today we have another letter from you guys for Ask Katt, and I am truly so grateful for the opportunity to talk today about this topic, because I do think that it is so important to address it. So let's do it. Before we get started, you already know, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell so that you don't miss a thing, because every single week Katt Cares is coming out with a new video. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button so that we can continue to build on our community of empowered women. Without further ado, let's get into today's letter. It says, "Dear Katt, I'm glad I found your channel and I'm looking forward to more videos. I'm 23 and I've always thought of myself as a body confident person. However, I had an experience earlier this year that made me feel insecure. Before everything closed down, I began swimming at school. I'm a grad student. It was actually the first time I've ever had to shower with other women, and there wasn't really any privacy. At first I was like, okay, I can do this. But it was so embarrassing while we were all there standing naked. It didn't help that this weird woman actually pulled my pubic hair and said I needed to wax. It was literally the most awkward situation I've ever been in, and it left me shaken and upset. I wish I had reacted differently, but I froze up and I still am angry at myself. Thank you for allowing me to share, and if you have any advice or encouragement, I would be very grateful." Thank you so much for sharing with me, because I know how difficult and uncomfortable it must have felt to even just to write this. Thank you so much for trusting me and for submitting this so that we can have this conversation, because I'm sure so many other women out there have been in a similar position. And for us to be able to openly have this conversation is so important for all women out there. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for submitting this and letting me talk about this on my channel. So the first thing I will talk about, as I mentioned before, is safety. If you do decide to go back into swimming and when schools open up and all that, make sure that first of all, you find someone that you trust that you can talk to about this. If you see the same person again, make sure to create those boundaries and keep distance so that this doesn't happen again. And always, again, seek help. A professional, a counselor in school, since you're in grad school, that you can talk to about these things. But again, safety is key. Find someone that you trust that you can talk to about these things, because again, your body is yours and nobody should be invading your personal space at any given moment. I will start off with some praise, because that's what I love to do, because you are such an empowered woman, not just for writing this and submitting this, but also for having that body confidence, girl. Yes, I know it was shaken up a little bit, but you have it. And so I want you to grab onto that. I want you to think about all the things of why you love your body and continue to be that body confident person that you are. And also the fact that you're a grad student, the fact that you're putting yourself out there and doing things like swimming and just trying out new things and being active. You're amazing. You're amazing. So continue to be the empowered woman that you are. Continue to go for your goals. And these are only little bumps in the road. We're just going to keep pushing through because you deserve that and you know that you do. Also, how awesome of you to, even though you were scared and you were maybe feeling a little bit nervous and awkward about being naked and all that stuff, because listen, when we're naked, we're vulnerable. But the fact that you were able to still push through that and say, okay, I can do this, that is amazing. Because that is what we need to do in this whole idea of fearing less, right? That is what fearlessness is all about. It's not about doing away with fear, because obviously we're going to feel it at some point or another, but it's continuing to push through that fear in order to do what you want to do. So girl, hold on to that because you are amazing for being able to do that. So now to your question in terms of any advice or any encouragement in this situation, I want you to be kind to yourself. That is going to be the number one thing. I know that you are angry with yourself because you froze, but I want you to understand where your mind was at that moment. You were focused on like, okay, I'm cool. You're completely naked and vulnerable. You're trying to get through it. Focus in on your body, confidence. And here comes this person out of nowhere that takes you by surprise. Of course you're going to freeze. That's not where your mind was at. That's not what you were expecting. So it's okay. I don't want your reaction or anybody else's actions to do away with this confidence that you have within yourself. You handled that situation the best way you could. So let's regroup and let's look at it differently. I want you to think about what you learned from that situation. I want you to think about what advice you would give other people that have gone through that situation. How would you have wanted to react? Because that is what it's about. Taking this situation that happened that maybe you didn't like the way you handled it and being able to grow from that. The other thing I will say is that you did nothing wrong. You were focused on yourself. You were doing what you needed to do. It was the other person who overstepped their boundaries. Okay, so this situation in no way, shape, or form is your fault. And I never want you to blame yourself for what happened. It was the other person who overstepped their boundaries. I don't want you to blame yourself or be angry at yourself because you handled it the best way that you could. The other thing I will say is specifically about her comment, girl, you were body confident before the situation happened, which means that you love your body and the decisions that you've made with it before anybody else had an opinion about it. Don't doubt that. You make your rules, your body, your choice. I know we've all heard this, but I want us to be able to live by it. Whatever you want to have, whatever you don't want to have, whatever you want to do, whatever you don't want to do, that is your choice. We're all different, and that's okay. You don't have to wax, you don't have to shave, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do, because at the end of the day, what matters is that you are confident with the decisions that you're making. As long as you're healthy, as long as you're good, as long as you're taking care of yourself, nothing else matters. And the final thing that I will say, as a therapist myself, it is my duty to help you and encourage you to go out and seek some counseling. I don't ever want this to stop you from continuing on in your path. And so I would rather you find professional help of someone that can help you navigate this, that can help you get rid of that anger that you have within yourself, and to help you truly move forward so that you can continue on in your empowerment journey and breathe. I think that this is such a great opportunity to encourage you all to seek coaching, to seek therapy, to reach your goals, to help you on this journey. Another thing that I want to be able to do with Katt Cares is get rid of the stigma of therapy or professional help, because it's not just for crazy people. It is for everybody. It is your chance to explore your goals, your life, what you want to do, who you want to be, to get through these transitional moments that we may have in life, to get through struggles, through obstacles, to get through trauma. It is so beneficial. You can call 411. You can go on Psychology Today. You can ask other professionals. Don't ever be afraid of doing what is best for you. And sometimes that takes a little help, a little assistance. And that is what we're here for. I hope that you do. I hope that you do find some professional help, so that it could help you unravel this and not let any ounce of it hold you back. If anything, let this make you even more confident. Again, I can't thank you enough for being able to bring this to Katt Cares so that we can talk about it here. If you have been through this kind of situation, or if you ever find yourself in this kind of situation, don't be afraid to seek help. Find someone you trust to help you through it. You deserve to be safe. You deserve to have that confidence and to keep that confidence and to keep going. That's what being an empowered woman is all about. That is it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment some things that you may want to know about therapy if you have any questions, or coaching, and I will be glad to answer them all. But I will see you next week, and until then, always remember, Katt Cares. Bye, guys.